Okay, here's another beautiful Technics 1200 MK2. This is in mint conditions, like all my turntables. This one is missing a rubber bumper, but I will describe that on the list. There's no rubber bumper here. And this turntable was inside a real wood cabinet, like this big, a huge real wood. It wasn't one of those compressed like sheetrock. No, it was real wood, and it was compressed for years. It spent like 12, 13 years inside that cabinet, probably more. It's owned by a collector, a record collector. The turntable was sitting for years. I mean, there's a couple scratches. I'll show you that because those were caused by that wood cabinet. When I was trying to get it out of the cabinet, it was a pain. It was a pain to get it out, and I had to repuff the wood. And usually that wood through the years get really get close, and it's really sticky. It gets really, it's kind of stuck onto the turntable. Mostly the rubber piece, it gets really stuck because it's been inside the wood cabinet for years, and it's because it's real wood. The wood moves with the weather. With if it's hot or if it's warm or if it's cold. Move the wood. The real wood contracts and expands and stuff like that. I've had so many turntables that were sitting inside real wood cabinets, and it's always a pain to get them out. I mean, because the wood gets so compressed, and it makes a lot of pressure towards the turntable, so that creates a couple scratches and things like that. Mostly on the corners. And this one has a few scratches on the corners on this side, and the rest there's no scratches. It's just mint beautiful. And let me start on this corner like always, and I'll show you this. Okay, I'm gonna move really slowly. There's probably some dust. This is an Ultra HD camera, so you can see it all. There's a couple things that my own eyes cannot see, like little drops or little stains, or usually I keep on mentioning these on all my videos. Usually in the corners is where the paint jobs sealed at. That's where the paint job seals at. You can see that here. See that? That's where the paint job sealed at. That just like that's just like it came from the factory. I mean, we cannot see those things. You need certain light angles, and you need an Ultra HD camera. I mean, those things are barely visible to your own eyes. And I'm gonna go really slowly and show you everything. I can pick up a lot of stuff with this Ultra HD camera. Some tiny dings and tiny crevices, are just not visible to the eye. You can pick those things up with just this Ultra HD camera. I mean, the turntable has slick lines, beautiful lines, a little bit of dust. Just look at this platter. That's beautiful, shiny, beautiful platter. Okay, let's keep on moving here. Really slowly. The puppet light is really nice. And this is the side that has a couple scratches on the plinth and a couple scratches on the rubber base. See that? Let me get really close. Those were caused by the cabinet, you know, the wood cabinet. These are drops. These are paint drops. That's because that comes from the factory. That's the paint job. And here there's that's it. And there's more on this side. This is dust. Most of this stuff here is dust. There's more on this side, right here. Let me go really slowly and try to avoid my own shadow. There we go. I don't know. Those, some of these seems more like stains. They might be. I mean, you might be able to wipe them off if you have like a buffer or something like that. You might be able to buff them up and wipe them off. That's a possibility. I don't know. I just don't do anything to the turntables unless they have a lot of dust. I just dust them off with an electric duster, and that's it. Just look at this pitch. The turntable had a cartridge all the time attached to the turn arm for years. I mean, the cartridge was never removed. And let me show you. The pins are nice. Let me get you a better view here. A better angle. There we go. There's a little bit of wear here because of the cartridge. The cartridge was attached there for all the time. It was never removed from the turntable. It had a cartridge attached all the time. Let me try to capture that better. There we go. There we go. See, those pins are beautiful. Just a little bit of wear on those edges. That's it. That's caused by the cartridge, because the cartridge was, like I've mentioned, attached to the tone arm for more than 10 years. It was never removed. I don't know if you've seen that, you know, like calcium or magnesium accumulation on some metals and stuff like that. That's how it looks like, because of most of the cartridges have aluminum or metals at the end. So with time, that kind of creates that accumulation. That can be wiped off. That can be removed with some electrical buffer and some aluminum, one of those creams to polish aluminum. You can do it, but like I've mentioned, I mean, I don't touch this. I don't do anything to the turntables. I keep them as original as I find them, you know. And I know where all these turntables come from. So okay, let's keep on moving here. This is where there's the scratches and stains. There's something here, right there. This is the only scratches and stains that this turntable has. On this side, the other sides are just mint, and there's no scratches anywhere else. Just look at that. It's really clean. The dust cover is clean. Of course, there's a couple scratches in the dust cover, you know, but it had a a like a custom made cover made out of plastic, so that kept the turntable in really good conditions. But there's a couple scratches on it, but it's in really nice conditions. Okay, so this is the only side that has scratches on it. Those were caused by the wood cabinet. That's what happens when you place them in real wood cabinets without any protection. You know, any piece of like a piece of fabric or something. You know, to protect the edges and the corners. Okay, here's a toner. It's in mint, beautiful condition. Couple of stains. I think that's a little stain or something like that. Nothing major. It's just a beautiful, beautiful tone arm. Fantastic conditions. It's just beautiful. Let me show you here. Just look at those bearings. Extremely clean. Look at that. Really, really nice. The turntable is in beautiful conditions. It's just mint. I'll show you the cables in a minute. See how that toner reflects on the plane right there? It's really, really nice. Really, really, really nice. The platter is beautiful. A really nice platter. Buttons are fantastic. And now we're gonna check on this side. There's no scratches on this side. Okay. There we go. Nice, beautiful corners. Let's check in here and see if there's stains or scratches in here. There's always stains and scratches in here. Some of them don't have anything. It looks pretty clean to me. Yeah, got just a little stain, but that's it. Okay. Just look at that platter. That platter is fantastic. Just look at that. Let me stay away from my own shadow and things will be better. Just look at that. It's in beautiful conditions. I'm gonna turn it on and I'm gonna do a floating, like a floating test. Like I'm gonna make the toner float and stuff like that. Because I was asked by a seller that, hey, why don't you do some and make sure the toner is floating nice and the anti-skating is good. And one of the comments and say, oh yeah, you're right. I never check on those things, although I know it's working 100%, but I don't show that on the videos because just because I forgot about that. I mean, I didn't even took it into consideration, to be honest. So I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna start doing it right now. So just bear with me. I'm gonna place my camera here. I'm gonna plug it in, but let me show you the cables. These are the cables with the Japan letters on them, and they are mint. it comes with the ground cable. It's complete. Cables are complete, and these are really, really nice, really clean, as you can see. They have those Japan letters on them, and they're in fantastic shape. Look at that. Nice cables. I'm gonna plug it in right now, and we're gonna make sure everything's functional. Okay, just give me 1 second. All right. Okay, it was on, so I might just turn it off. Okay, the turntable turns on. Let me turns on, and I have a vinyl here ready to show you how it tracks down the record. So it's the light right there. It's pitch light. That's 33. That was great. That's really on time. It's really accurate. I like that. 45. It's perfect. These turntables are really on time. That is well calibrated. $45, 33, 45. It's in great shape. I'm gonna do some of calibration here. I'm gonna add this head shell. I've just added this head shell here, and then I'm going to do a calibration here, so just bear with me here. I'm going to calibrate the arms. So I want to show you that. Let's just get something taller. There we go. That's the best view are we going to get. Alright, I'm going to find a floating point with this turntable. The anti-skating should be at 0 point. So now what we're gonna do is gonna find a floating point here accordingly to the weight, and make sure it floats. A tiny bit more. Yeah, that's good. That's a good anti-skating. It's floating. That's called a floating point. Right there. So you can see it floats nicely. I can leave it here. And that's a floating point. That's a good arm. That's a perfect arm. That's a perfect anti-skating. It's really good. Okay, now I'm going to test the anti-skating. I'm going to move it here. Leave it there at the floating point. And I'm going to pull it with the anti-skating wheel. Just going to leave it there. Okay. There we go. See, it's reacting to the movement, and it's in great shape. I'm gonna bring it in, then bring it back. Just bring it in. Oh, I'm sorry, I touched that myself. You know, just bring it out a little bit. Make it go back. Bring it in. Bring it back. In. Back. It's a great anti-skating. I'm gonna leave it there at 0. And I'm gonna lock it and go to 0. And I'm gonna add 2.5 grams for this. Maybe this head shell needs less weight. I'm not sure, because this is a audiophile head shell. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how it tracks down. I'm going to utilize this little butter rack here and show you how it tracks down. Alright, I think this is good. That's a good weight. Yeah, I think that's a great weight. Yep. I'm going to use the lever, and we're going to test the lever as well. Okay. That should go down really smooth and slowly. And there we go. Tracks down perfect. It's really nice. And the anti-skating is at 0. You can customize that. You know, depends on your preferences, weight, cartridges, track forces, so many things. You guys know that. You girls and guys know that. So. Alright, one more time here. Beautiful, that's perfect. See that? Now I'm going to take advantage of this sunlight that just came in my house, and I'm going to check on the pitch. Just look at the strobe light here. I'm going to go -8. It's really responsive. +8. It's really fast. Really good. Clicks on time. Look at the pitch here. Look at here. Clicks on time. Look at those dots. Moves really fast. Clicks on time. Really nice. Feels like butter. I mean, the pitch has never been used. Honestly, you can tell just by looking at the pitch. It's just beautiful. Really nice turntable. Another mint beautiful Technics 1200 MK2. Nice classic turntable in fantastic shape. There's a couple scratches like I show you, but those things are unebettable because of those real wood cabinets. So the turntable is in fantastic shape. Let me show you the serial number one more time, so you make sure that this is another different turntable, because I had I have like 3 or 4 for sale. No, I have 6 for sale now, so there's plenty to choose from. So I think this one is a classic. Yeah, I'm sure it's a classic. This is probably a 1991 turntable, vintage classic. And there's plenty to choose from. There's a lot of turntables currently for sale, all in mint beautiful conditions. This is the only one that has a couple scratches, that has noticeable scratches. To be honest with you, and like always, I show everything. I don't hide absolutely anything. Feel free to contact me. Feel free to ask as many questions as you like. Do not hesitate to ask questions. This is what I'm here for. And have a wonderful day. Take care.